A lot of people who are new to my channel might wonder how I cook food while driving using electricity from my vehicle. This is what I do. I start up the car. All right. And while I have the car running, the car is making electricity using its alternator. And as you can see here, what I've done is here's the battery. Alternator over here is spinning and making electricity, making 12 volts and sending it here to the car battery. Then I have a line here that goes to the positive. That way that battery needs to be cleaned, the terminal. Anyhow, I pull 12 volts from here. I run it to the switch, which is right here, that I've installed. And I turn that on, and when I turn that on, it connects the vehicle battery, the car battery, to my battery that's inside this unit. I simply have an RV leisure battery here. It's kind of old, but still usable. So I take that 12 volts from there and I hook it up to the inverter here, which converts 12 volts to 120 volts. So let me turn that on. You can see it is on right now. And with the car running, I don't know if you can read that. It says 13.7. I know you can't see it on this video here, but it says 13.7 volts is being generated while the car is running. So right now, 13.7 volts is being sent from the car's alternator and vehicle battery to the house battery, and being converted to 120 volts. Then that 120 volts, I have plugged in this multi-plug outlet. So I turned that on. So now my 120 volt outlet is live, sending 120 volts. Back and forth here. So we're walking through the process. And you can see my my rice cooker is indeed on. But there's nothing in it right now, because what we're getting ready to do is make hamburgers. So here you can see I packed some hamburger supplies, basically hamburger meat, toppings like vegetables, onions, tomatoes, lettuce, and of course we have mayonnaise and ketchup, because I don't like mustard, so there's no mustard here. But what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and put the meat in there. Kind of hard to do with one hand, but we'll try. Okay, so I have my hamburger meat. Take one here, one hamburger meat. It is frozen solid. Doesn't need to be solid when you put it in, but I went ahead and got hamburger that's solid. And I just put it in there with the thing on. And then to flavor it, what I'm going to do is take some Badia. Open up this bottle here. All right, I have my Badia. And I'm simply going to sprinkle it. That'll give it a little bit of saltiness. Okay, and then also some minced onion, and that'll give my hamburger meat a little bit of flavor. All right, now all I'm going to do is put the lid back on, lock it down. This is to keep, these are bungee cords that I've made. That keeps the lid from flying around in the event of a crash. And then we're going to put this on high mode, so it'll generate like high heat. And I don't know if you can hear in the background, the inverter is going off cooking right now. And this meat will basically cook while we're driving. How long it takes, I don't know yet, but we'll go ahead and find out with this episode. Okay, while the rice is cooking, I am going to go ahead and put everything up. I've already popped down the hood. I'm gonna shut the door here. Head around. And get ready to drive to the park. Now this table, as you can see, is homemade. I used a cable spool for this. It's got to be attached, and I'm planning on getting some like L brackets to come up here and screw that in. But also make it so that you can remove it, because it has to be collapsible for travel. And you can see here the holder is right now just a racetrack large cup with glue and aquarium rocks on the bottom there to kind of hold it in place so it's stable. So when I put it in, it kind of holds it in place and it becomes a base for the dining table or work table for the front cab area. So we're gonna go ahead and put this up for now. But I do need to finish that up, paint it, and make it match the rest of the vehicle. And you can see it is collapsible. And we're gonna go ahead and begin our journey here shortly.